This video is to show the new physical Windows server backup features of Rubrik in 3.1 version of the code. For this scenario, what we've got is the Rubrik brick. It's already configured to back up several virtual machines. And we've also got a Windows 2012 server. And on that server, I have an E drive, and it has several folders and files that I want to protect. Just to note that this, the feature is for backing up file systems. It's not a system state, fully recoverable server backup. That doesn't exist yet. Hopefully it will sometime in the future, but right now it's just a file system backup. So where we'll start with this is back on the Rubrik console. If you go to Windows hosts, first thing you need to do is install a Rubrik backup service on that server itself. So if you click that link there, it will download the install files. You can perform this on the actual server desktop. Makes it a little easier sometimes. But what I've done for the ease of the demo is over on the desktop. I've already copied those files over. Let's install that backup service. Very easy to install, very quick. Doesn't require a reboot. Okay, that's done. Let's go back to the console. On a Windows host, we'll add Windows hosts, and this can be a host name or the IP address. It's 10.14 in this case. So we'll add that and we'll show connected. Next step is to define a file set. That is the which files, which folders, which path you want to back up on that server itself. We'll just call this file server. Be anything you want. Let's do the E drive. And you have options here as far as what you can exclude, what you include. So it is, is configurable to some extent what you back up and don't back up. Okay, so the Windows host is configured, the file set's configured. From there, we need to configure, apply an SLA. So we'll manage protection on that host. We'll select that file server file set, hit next, and we will assign a bronze SLA. And that's basically backing up every night for a month and every month for a year. The bronze, gold, and silver are the policies that are out of the box and are configurable. Like for instance, the gold policy, I have it configured to back up for that retention policy. And I also have an instant archiving over to Amazon S3, so I have a redundant backup set. Let's finish that. Okay, it assigned that SLA to the file set. Now, by default, this will automatically kick off a backup, initial backup. I'm not going to wait for that, just for for expediency. So I'll take an on-demand snapshot of that. And let's go back to the dashboard, and we'll see those jobs start to kick off. And it completed a metadata scan for that file system. And after it does that, it should, within a few seconds, kick off an actual backup. So we will let that complete. Okay, that's complete. If we go back to the Protection tab, down to Windows Hosts, click into that, we will see, of course, the calendar with the backup sets on it. Green is good, of course, and if you were to miss backups, it would also indicate that as well. Let's click in there, and that's going to show that backup set. Now, immediately after the backup, this is going to show alert here. It's going to say file browser is not available. What that means is it's backed up the data, but it has not indexed that backup yet. That will take a few minutes to do that, and after that, we will be able to browse that backup set to restore files, and we'll give that a few minutes to complete. Okay, that indexing has completed. As you see, there's the backup set, 57 files, no errors. So let's click on the selections here, and you can browse files, and at the high level, you can restore, export, or download as your options for recovery. You can restore it to original location, export it to another host, or you can download it locally. And you can drill down through that file set. And same thing with all these items. You can individually restore those items as well. So that's about it. It's very easy to configure, very easy to manage. On a lot of legacy platforms, it would have taken a lot longer to accomplish that. So really good stuff coming out of Rubrik. Look forward to seeing what they do to enhance these features in future releases. So anyway, I've got 2 more videos that I want to do, one around protecting physical Linux workloads and one around doing physical SQL workloads. I've done that in the lab, works really well. Look forward to bringing that to you. Thank you for your time.